I didn't get to play with the infinity screen. No.
No infinity screen for you.
How is everyone doing? Well, we've been having a blast as a crew. I know that you guys here have been having a blast. The online community has been amazing with all the communication with us on Twitter and chat. We thank you for that. I again just want to give some thanks to number one, Noman, School of Special Effects, for allowing us to use their space here and back there. So give them a round of applause, please. We definitely can't make something like this happen without having great partners like we do, like somebody like Noman, allowing us to use this space to pull this off and put this together. And with that said, nothing like this can be done by one or two people. I'm sure you guys all been seeing this whole crew along the side here. You know, we got the Mikes and Mikes on the audios. We got the Kyle and Solomon on the video stuff. We got, you know, T3's become a part of the company now, even though he works for Livestream, but he's here now. We got everyone on the table over there on Twitter and the chat, so give them a round of applause. They've been working their butt off to make this happen. And I also got to say thank you to, you know, our volunteers taking time away on the weekend to come hang out with us. Especially for all the bad jokes that I do that I have to hear over and over again. So I definitely want to thank them, and specifically also Damien and Daniel, who are running that crew and making sure they're all in their spots and they have everything they need. So give them a round of applause and thank them too for all their hard work. And I want to take just a second here to thank some of our sponsors for helping this event possible and also giving us some very cool prizes, which we'll be giving away more prizes today after Joseph and I go. I love it. I love the excitement level for the prizes. I can't wait for these ones, though. This is going to be a good one. There's new stuff and different stuff. Oh, this is going to be a fun one. But I also want to thank then 3D Total for giving some stuff to give away to you guys. I want to thank Anatomy Tools for giving us some product away to the early registration people, some of their brand new female figure that was completely done in ZBrush by Andrew Koss. It's an amazing piece. If you've never been to Anatomy Tools website, check that out. He's got a whole new ZBrush piece there. It's beautiful. I would like to thank ArtStation, CG Meetup, and also Deviant Art for helping us promote this event and making it happen, because we got to be able to get out to you guys somehow if you're not on ZBrush Central on a regular basis. If you're not, why not? You should be on it every day. Every day. Okay, and then I also have to say thank you to Digital Tutors. We'll be giving away some prizes from them as well. And obviously 3D Systems and Gentle Giant not only did have an amazing demo. Everyone, who was here for that? Everyone? Is everyone here for that? Yeah. That was awesome, and then all the stuff that they brought in to show off to you guys, the printer and the scanner, and then all the huge pieces that are out there at the venue here. That's all from Gentle Giant, and they're giving away very cool prizes. Last night we gave away one of those scanners that they actually demoed today. That was actually the scanner that the gentleman won. So I wanted to say thank you again to them. Obviously, I also want to thank, I know Lucas is somewhere in the back, way in the back there, Pin Shape, an online community. He's actually here for you guys to sell your prints, get stuff printed out. So they were kind enough to give us a $100 gift card to give away each day, so we'll be giving those throughout the day. I also want to bring up Sculptio, okay, which actually PinShape uses Sculptio, but they want to give you guys 15% off any print that you want to get done for them. It can only be used once, can't be used over and over and over and over again, okay? So one per household, one per person. All right, and it's only from the 8th through the 15th of August. Okay, so it's a shorter time, but you guys are getting that capability to get that 15% off discount. Yesterday, we had our booth babe, Joseph Dress for a minute, model himself, to give away one of his classes at UArtsy. I love that you twirl now.
I twirled. Well, I did the...
Yeah. This is me. And then how do you do the other side? You just do this?
I don't know. I got to practice more.
All right, so we gave away one of the UArtsy classes yesterday, which happened to be Joseph Dress' class on 3D printing. And then also want to thank Wacom, all right, we have some product to give away from them. So that was fun with the thank yous, but I know what you guys are really looking forward to. This slide. It's very exciting.
It took a while to pick that blue color, but we picked
It took us a while to figure this out and really put it together, make it. You know what? Just go ahead and show them the first slide. Let's do it. Let's jump in.
Isn't this the first slide, though?
Well, technically, this is like, hey, hi, I'm here. Welcome to the Summit side. Yeah. All right, here we go. So we are proud to announce the next version of ZBrush will be 4R7. Okay, which will be our final release of the version 4 series. So we'll definitely have more information coming out about that as we move along throughout the months here, so you guys will be able to have that. So the next side's pretty exciting for us, I think so. Yeah. So there is a 64-bit version of ZBrush. In fact, we will be showing that today, that Joseph will be on throughout the day. So that also marks the final 32-bit, so 4R7 will be the final 32-bit version of ZBrush. But what's really awesome is when we do release ZBrush 4R7, we're actually going to be giving you guys a 64-bit public beta version as well, which is both for the Windows and the Macintosh side. I'm excited. So we're really excited about that. We can't wait to get that in your guys' hands and see what you can do with those two versions as well. Okay, next slide, please, Vanna. Okay, thank you. All right, and then, of course, we're very excited to announce the work that we've been doing with Luxion to make a seamless bridge to go from ZBrush to Keyshot, which we'll be showing again today. So it is an amazing way to work, whether you just want to finish off a render, like what Dominic Quick was talking about, or even Raphael Grassetti was talking about, or we've been finding a lot of ourselves using it just, hey, I just want to send it over really quick, take a look at rendering-wise, what it might look like, go back into ZBrush, do some sculpting, go back and forth, back and forth. So what's really great is our two companies have gotten together and decided, you know what, we're going to give you guys a package deal. So what we have here is a ZBrush bridge and the Keyshot software itself at an MSRP price for $349. Okay, so we're giving you Keyshot and the bridge that we've done for only $349. So that's a great deal indeed. And then when we do launch ZBrush 4R7, we're going to give you an introduction price of $249. So there'll be a short time you'll be able to get that for $249. Go ahead, you wanted to clap. I saw him going to clap. I said, I'm going to let him have it. And then you guys all joined in. You didn't leave him hanging. I like that. I like that. You could always do a Thomas Rossell. He's too important now to pay attention to us. So if those that don't know that joke, last night we had something that Thomas came up and no one clapped for him. And then I'm like, what? No applause for Thomas? And now that's become the online joke for Zbrush Summit right now. So we're very excited about this. Joseph and I are going to show, well, mostly Joseph, is going to show this bridge in action shortly here. But I wanted to make sure you guys knew that. I know a couple people came up to me about the pricing. Again, it's the ZBrush bridge and also a version of Keyshot for $349. Okay, and then when we do release 4R7, there'll be a short introductory pricing of $249. Okay, next slide. Oh, now it's time to take a look at what we've been up to with this version. So we're going to show you guys some images so you guys can see what we've been doing. That's good stuff right there, Joseph. So you can see what this is. This is a new feature inside ZBrush where Joseph wanted to take it and go, hey, what can I do with this starting from a cube? Can I make a full-fledged character that I would use to sculpt with? And then obviously he was testing, you were testing how fast you could go in your workflow, right?
Yeah, and just base mesh creation, it's a great tool. And then after it gets to this stage, you can then turn to a Dynamesh, sculpt on it however you want it, and use all the existing functionality that's already in ZBrush as well. So extremely fast process of just kind of hammering different items out.
It's a nice model. Good job.
Next slide it.
I was really proud. And how you got this done in like minutes, right?
Yeah, it was like less.
Minutes.
Yeah, it was like 15 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah. All right, let's go to the next one. This is exciting stuff. Ooh. I feel like there's some of them were here. They're like, okay, I know what's coming next. But I wanted to point out the topology of this. This is actually done by Thomas Rossell. So he's doing the dance. He's doing the dance. I swear to every time that they do turn around to see your little dance, you don't do it. And then every time that no one's turned around to look at your dance, they don't. This is what he does. So this was obviously showing off something very specific that's coming up when we're about to show, to be able to also just try to see what we could do with this new feature and push the element and do things maybe that normally you wouldn't even try to do in ZBrush, to see if we could accomplish it with this version. And we've definitely felt some of the stuff we were able to do was also very, very quick. Thomas was doing this relatively pretty fast as well, and keeping his polygon count at a very, very low cage. So it was very cool to be able to see this. And when he first sent this image to us, I was like, that's freaking cool. And then he did it like, it took him no time to do it. It was a very cool idea, very cool concept. Next slide. So again, this is another Thomas Roussel piece. Oh, there he goes.
There he goes. We got him this time.
There you go. There you go. So again, he was kind of just kept going with that architectural thing in mind and seeing what he could pull off with this feature. In fact, he's making these for his kids and printing them out on his printer so that they can build their own tracks and everything for their toys. So that's pretty cool to be able to do that. And he's taking them straight from ZBrush like this and sending them straight to his printer and printing them off. Right? He didn't have to do any cleanup or anything like that. So that was a very cool experiment for him. And I know his kids are thrilled because they probably, I'm sure there's train tracks just everywhere now in their house and cars. I know if I did that, when I do have a kid, if I did that, it'd be everywhere, everywhere. Okay, next slide. Oh, Mrs. Joseph Dress, this was yours. Doing a little experiment of again, some more architectural pieces to see about doing stuff that maybe we wouldn't have tried to do before. But now let's give it an attempt. Do you want to add something like to how fast did you do this?
It was another like few hours. Not even few hours, probably hour, maybe hour.
Yeah.
But look dev stuff, it's a great way to kind of just try stuff out and experiment stuff really fast and get different kind of environments set up. And this was also rendered in Keyshot. So after getting it kind of to the stage, you can send it to Keyshot and check with lighting and stuff like that. So
I think this was a great example for you going back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
You kept adding more.
I kept adding and
then
changing and send it over and see what it looks like and bring it back.
So that's the beauty of this new bridge for when he was working on this. He was sending it over, I need another pillar
need
in the back
another pillar,
or
need another window, need something here. Yeah.
And that way you can see all the lights kicking in. So it was really, that's the process you start having with this new bridge, in fact. And then you just see when you're sending something over, like, actually, I do need another window or something like that. So that was a very cool example of using the bridge. Ooh, coffee, anyone?
Coffee. Paul takes no coffee again.
No.
I'm going to bring that up.
No.
There's no coffee here.
No, none.
He's
No.
caffeine free.
None. Soda either. I don't touch this stuff unless there's Jack Daniels with it, but that's not really though. So this was another very, very cool piece because the next slide he's about to show was a great way to pull off his coffee beans and even the grinded coffee.
Yeah, the grinded coffee was
some
of the stuff
ZBrush
we're going
as
to
well.
show.
It's not a texture, by the way. Go back to that one. Can you go back? That's not a texture. Okay, that right there. You see the coffee grains in the bottom. Yeah. So and then the beans on the top is how he did. He just sculpted one little bean, right, and then took that as a depth. And then he's using something new in ZBrush.
You may have to come back tomorrow.
Yeah, he's going to show this tomorrow. Who's coming back tomorrow?
All right.
That was the most exciting tomorrow ever. Coming back. Hey, shoes. Shoes. Another TR piece. Okay. You guys caught the abbreviations. So this is another piece that Thomas did, which is really showing off a feature we're about to show with he used for the architectural pieces. And it was actually very quick to make these little loops happen in these shoes for him, even though I don't think any person could probably sit in that and their ankle might break. But it's okay, we're artists. We're artists, right, Thomas? Right? Next image. Oh, yes. A very nice. So this is where the three of us in particular started, challenging what we're doing with this feature and this version and saying, let's try to see if we can actually even replicate real life product or items that if someone saw this, they would know exactly, hey, that's the knife that I own, right? So this is obviously anything military, camouflage, and green, except for one slide on here. It's always Joseph Dress. Yeah. It's always Dress military. So go ahead on this.
I had an orange one. You guys didn't like the orange one, though.
No, this one's better color than the orange one. I like this.
Yeah. I tried to break free from the military coloring, but you guys pulled me back in.
Yeah, he's going to pull this up today, too, so you guys can see it, because there's some very cool parts that he made happen on here that just we wouldn't even attempt. The hardest thing, like him and I once had a conversation for like hours just trying to do a blade in ZBrush like, and make it very exact. We didn't have fun. But this new version and this new feature allows us to do it very quickly. So it's a very cool piece to show what you can do with the new feature. Oh, this is not Joseph's. This is the only non-military piece that's Joseph's. So this is something that I just wanted to try and do and see. Again, we're looking at product and stuff that really exists out there and see kind of what we could do with this feature. And then also, as we're developing, we're obviously all artists developing. We want to think like, hey, you want to be able to work faster. You guys want to be able to get to the end result a lot faster. So that's also what we're trying to do is how long is it taking us to do some of these pieces? And that's also how we start to grow the code and develop it even more. So that's just another example of using a real-life product. Next slide. Oh, there's another one. Yeah.
Little Battlestar fan art there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you take care of this because I've never seen the show.
So Paul's never watched the first Battlestar
Don't throw
series.
tomatoes. I haven't seen it. I haven't
So a little Caprica Viper from the second stuff of Battlestar. So just another quick model that was done, in a night. So basically, we've been having so much fun playing with these things that I just not stop. So it was just like, let's make this, let's make this, let's make this.
I did try to watch it with you once, but I fell asleep. We were tired. It was after a show.
We were conferencing.
We were conferencing. We were at the 3D Printing World Expo at the time. So a very cool piece. And then this is, of course, rendered in Keyshot. Some of you guys might recognize this.
Little metal slug.
Little metal slug. Is the print in here?
It is somewhere. Thomas Russell.
Thomas Russell, print us up. Here he comes. Get on camera. There you go. There we are. There we are. So this is a print that Joseph did. So if you want to talk about how quickly you were able to print this, and did you have to do any cleanup?
Yeah, so the process of just building it, that's not even a Dynameshed object. So the way we can kind of work inside now and keep everything really clean, you can create all those watertight meshes and then instantly just print them out. So.
And I noticed you have a little...
Oh yeah, little 8-bit guy there. That was actually done inside of ZBrush.
You rendered that in ZBrush?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then pasted it on there.
Okay.
But the actual pixels were all done inside of ZBrush.
Yeah.
That might be something for tomorrow. What do you think?
Ooh.
We can pull that out tomorrow.
You had a little Easter egg there, maybe?
Maybe a little Easter egg.
Next image, please. Let's go on to the next slide. Oh, hey. Another piece, what you're going to pull up today, too.
Yes, we're going to look at this one.
To show this off. So again, this is something that Thomas was trying to make. Again, another product or something that's tangible, something that does exist in the real world. And can he do it? And also, again, the time frame. How long is this taking him to do that kind of item? And I think it turned out amazing. And then this is a Keyshot render that he sent over using the bridge as well and applying the materials. So it's another great example of what you can do with the bridge and the new feature. Oh,
another look dev kind of piece. Just kind of
take a guess whose that is.
It's green. Is it yours? It must be mine.
Definitely not mine.
Not yours.
Definitely not mine.
Thomas Russell, everybody. No. No, another quick.
Tired. You guys don't have to clap every time you say Thomas Russell. Now you're gonna get tired.
So another quick item that was done, just with kind of like a look dev kind of option in mind. So quickly concepting forms and shape to kind of just flow the creativity and then actually just send it over to Keyshot to get a render out.
Yeah, but I think the cool thing is it's hard to see up here.
It's a little bit dark.
Finger for that matter.
Dark.
The middle part's in there, right, with all the little, the grubble and stuff. You made that happen pretty much in like a second or two.
Yeah.
By the way, so you see all the detailing on the side.
All those little panels all the way through the edges there.
I need a laser pointer. So yeah, all those pieces, all on the side. That was literally a couple seconds. And he's going to show some of what's allowing that to happen tomorrow, actually.
Tomorrow.
Not today.
Not today.
Tomorrow.
We got stuff today, though.
Yeah.
We got some good stuff today.
Okay, next one. Ooh, put some light in your life.
So we turned the spotlight off today because it's light outside.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Because last time we did it at the night, so you had
it was illuminated.
Yeah.
Today not illuminated. Another thing you can do with the bridge, changing materials on the fly and getting different looks quick.
Yeah, I think you had probably about 20 or 25 different
variations of just coloring and everything.
Do them all very quickly with the bridging capability. So just another piece of showing something, again, very architectural kind of, very structural, very hard surface, and putting it together with some of the new features that we're about to show.
And last one, this is what we showed yesterday. So it's just the render of that's inside of Keyshot there. And then we're going to do a little...
What a surprise, military. Your next sculpt cannot be military. That's what we're going
I'm done. You're cutting me off?
Cut it off.
Cutting me off?
All right, let's get into this. What do you think? Let's show them now the 64-bit ZBrush version is what he's going to be launching and pulling up now. We want to show you guys these features, some of the features that we've been working on within ZBrush. So it's a beautiful Borg ship that is a cubified, colorful, it's beautiful.
We just got cubes now. It's a new thing.
Beautiful. So he's just going to go on working on this and go kind of like in an artistic way, think of maybe something that he wants to make, right? And what he wants to be able to put together. So as an artist, sometimes you're just flowing and you're thinking about different ideas. So he's obviously adding an insert right there. You know, he's adding a whole insert edge there. Oh, well, what did you do there? Oh boy, what are you doing? You're playing cubes now?
I'm playing cubes.
So he's instantly deleting on the fly so he can go with the design that he wants to go with and get to maybe he's changing his mind about the whole topology flow that he wants, moving it on the fly, right? Because it's too thick for where he's going with this. Automatically poly painting, right? So not poly painting, but polygroup painting and deciding what he wants because he wants to pull away now and make another piece.
I want a different part on that top there.
You have to throw a different part on it. It's mandatory. So now he's just making, and keep an eye too, that his topology is being extremely low right now because he wants to be able to work as fast as he can and be quick the way he can and make adjustments on the fly. So this is allowing him to start with one little cube piece. Today. What are you doing?
I don't know what we're going to do with this one.
Okay, I think you should do deletions.
You think I should do deletions?
Yeah, do the deletes. Do the deletes.
Deletes? Okay, let's do some deletes.
Because I liked what that was looking good.
This is a little bit high, though. I got to come move this.
Okay. So he's obviously just deleting polygon faces right now on the fly so that he can get his piece where he wants to, doing some adjustments and movements of the geometry without using the transpose line, obviously. He's using this new feature that'll be in the 4R7. So he's got two openings on the end that he's going to do something that's pretty cool. I'm just saying, it's a lot of fun to even just mess around with. So he's definitely saying, I need to bridge these, you know, so you can have maybe a different surface on the fly.
We'll just add the.
You know, they were more excited last night.
They were. It's because we're all.
Oh, I've already seen this. This is old news. Right, so this is a bridging tool. So, and you can see again, what I want to point out about this tool is that he can change his spans on the fly. He can change the length of, in essence, how that bridge is going to grow on the fly too. So, and it's just moving his hand in a certain way to be able to do that. So,
yeah, the experimentation process. You know, sometimes you just don't know. You know, you might see a shape that actually catches your eye, and you want to kind of explore that route. So it gives you a really.
I think what you did there was really cool too. Did you guys notice that when he was moving that piece, right? Normally what you would do as a ZBrush artist is maybe masking with polygrouping, right? And doing that. You notice he didn't do any of that. He just started moving, even though there was multiple different polygroups along that edge. So this particular feature allows you that kind of flexibility and that growth. So he's literally telling ZBrush, just this side gets to move now. It's not even worried about polygrouping. So, and then now he's able to just duplicate the pieces, and he's adding some, you know, edge loops. Everyone needs an edge loop. You got to throw some on there. You know, it's mandatory. It's mandatory. That's not there.
It's kind of looking like a tank tread, isn't it?
What a surprise, military. Notice that his head immediately goes to that, just instantly, all the time. There. Oh, what did you just do there? What was that?
You missed it. You missed it?
I totally
well, I'll
missed
do
what
it
you
again.
just did there. Can you do it again, please? So we can
do that one? Is that one okay?
Yeah. Those are all connected, by the way. That is a connecting. He's just dragging out the face and automatically connecting them across the way. So, again, it's because he's kind of just going with his design and where he wants to go with this. So he's adding edge loops so he can continually just add, you know, little cross sections there and just pull on faces if you want to. Pull by polygrouping. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I like this one.
Stop it. This one made us very happy, I'd have to say, when we added this. This is like, we always wanted to be able, especially if you're a hard surface person in ZBrush, he's obviously just inserting and then making a nice little circle and then expanding it. That's a table now.
Yeah, we may do a table today. Let's see what the table goes.
It could go in IKEA.
It could go in IKEA.
You might have a career here.
It's a little bit, you know.
Let's sell ZBrush to IKEA. make your next piece.
They do
And
all
print
their
it out too.
all their catalog items are actually 3D.
Oh, yes, there you go.
Yeah, yeah.
I did not know that, Russ. How
Now
do
you
you
know.
know that? How
Now
do you
you
know
know.
that IKEA's catalog stuff is all 3D? Wait a minute, what did you just smooth?
I did smooth.
This is a new mode that we have, which is being able to see subdivision level surfaces, but able to bounce back and forth. So you notice he's on a low cage and looking at the surface now on a smooth division surface. So this is a great workflow for you to start saying, hey, how does this look? And you can see what he's doing right now. He's creasing on the fly and uncreasing on the fly. And then he's seeing what that's going to look like on a rounded surface. So turn off polyframe there for a minute. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Hey, you should magnify and show them a little something with the magnification. I think this is a good time
Well,
to show
give me a
them.
second. Let me round this out. Let me round this out.
Oh, go ahead.
I can't leave it. I can't leave it. It's gotta
No.
get. It's gotta get out.
Of course he can't. No, he can't leave it. Maybe you should do the little edge thing that you did last time.
You think I need a bevel here, maybe? A little
what?
bevel?
There's beveling?
There's beveling.
Oh boy, this is great. Yeah, so we've added a bevel capability. So again, if you notice, he's going from the higher to the lower with one click, right? And adding a nice little beveling that he wants on the edging there, okay? And then he can
Change that a
look
little bit.
at it back and forth and see what he wants. And he's changing just how many rows does he want. So now you can have a smooth or a harsh bevel there. So who doesn't want beveling on their hard surface? Everyone does. It's like it's like the thing. It doesn't look good. Throw a bevel on it. It'll be fine. Throw a bevel on it. It's the truth.
Bevel.
Or it's just like you like to use surface noise sometimes to just put some noise on it. Nobody will notice.
I do throw
Good.
a lot of noise.
It's good. It's good. Right?
All right, let's pull up this this part here too. Let's get this.
Okay.
Just pull that up a little bit.
Yes. I don't know where you're going with this now, but it's
I don't know where we're
interesting.
going with this today.
Again, this is the beauty of it. You don't have to know where you're going with it sometimes. You're just going ahead and you're developing, you're designing, and thinking about what comes to your head and adding insert loops, adding some creasing. Okay, and the big thing I also want to point out about this new mode that we have that allows you to see a hard, the low cage, and then your high dynamic subdivision is that this can be used now with any feature. So if you want to use slice, or you're a big mirror and weld fan like myself, and you want to use that, you're going to be able to use those features with this particular mode that he's kind of in to allow those features. Oh, you're going to do another bridging?
Yeah, I need another bridge.
Show the cable. Yeah, see? So you can see that you can,
Yeah, all on the fly.
whatever you want.
Move it.
whatever you want,
Just
on
a
the
little
fly.
bit.
He's just moving his hand to change this on the fly. Now it's like a little heartbeat right now that just happened right there. That's very nice. So being able to do this was very huge and crucial for what we were making, obviously, from the examples, because there was many times where we wanted to see what it would look like with a hard, crisp edge, but then the rest of it, rounded off or smoothed down into a surface. So he's just using this particular mode in order to see the low cage and to see the dynamically subdivided cage.
And one thing nice about the creasing is you can kind of experiment with where you actually want the creases to be too. So you can kind of come through and change things on the fly to get different crease factors. And so if you decided I wanted this actually to be harsh, I can just come in and change that kind of crease on the edge there. And then just turn on my dynamic subdivisions again, and you'll get it nice and hard.
Yeah, you should show them too. What's big about this mode and this feature, which is really great, is the polygon count.
Oh,
Yeah,
you want me
go
to
ahead and
magnify?
that
You want
so
me
they
to
can
magnify?
They can see that because obviously he's in the nice soft version.
What's the hotkey for magnify, Paul?
Shift M.
Shift M. Oh, look at that.
There you go. What is that? 610?
610.
610 faces, but it's obviously the subdivided version of that. So throw a slice in there too, so they can see that even in that mode, you can throw them slicing in there. I think that'd be cool because a lot of artists like to use the slice tool. So put it in that, in that.
Yeah,
mode
in there.
on the
Slice.
fly.
We'll do it multiple ways. Slice it this way first.
There you go. So he's slicing, as you can see, on the subdivided version of his table, chair, IKEA, offering table, I don't know. Just go with it.
Just go with it. We're going with it. We're doing it
Just go
live.
with it. Yes. Doing it live. It's Good joke. So now he's, again, just adding some more inserts. To
So
be
just
able to,
exploring different elements.
so again, what's great about what he's doing right now, that's kind of painting your polygroup, which I can't tell how many times I would want to have that working on pieces where I just want to be able to just paint what I want to be a polygroup, which of course you can use masking, but this is a low cage, right? So, and now notice, hey, Dress, is your symmetry on right now?
Not for most of it.
No. Can you go back on that? Well, go back.
Let me,
Yeah, go back.
let me add another thing. Paul.
Okay.
Let me add another thing. Let me keep
He's
going.
got to add another thing.
Let's
Give
see.
him a
Let's
moment.
see. Let's
So
see here.
I want to point out what he was doing there after he adds his creation here.
Yeah,
So
we'll test
about
it,
not
see what's
having even to be in symmetry mode necessarily to do some of these options that he's playing with. Oh, you're going to do this one. You're going to get a little crazy on us.
Yeah,
aren't
we'll
you?
get a little crazy on
So
this
he's
one.
painting in different spots, right? He's just going in all different areas, right? And maybe he wants to add some kind of element in all these little areas of this particular model, but he wants a particular action to happen on all these little parts that you're seeing that are white. So, oh yes, inset. So you can see all the insetting is, even though there's no symmetry, it's asymmetrical, it's all happening on all those white faces automatically. He's telling it, those are the faces I want you to affect with his inset. So that was huge because you don't have to be in symmetry mode. That brought you into that another creative mode of being asymmetry with some of this stuff. And knowing that, hey, even though if it is asymmetry, I'm continually grow and develop. Wait a minute, what you put a hole?
Yeah, I just put a little hole. Just a little.
Why not? So you can see on the fly, he's literally just pushing the face through and instantly getting a hole. And look at the inside. We're closing it off automatically. He's got a nice now rounded hole on the top there. That didn't impress them, Truss.
It didn't impress them. No, they saw it last.
Are you guys awake out there, or is it just like, this is amazing? Speechless. I just want to make sure we're actually still entertaining. I don't know.
All right, let's do one more thing, Paul.
Okay.
Let's do one more thing.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. We're gonna do something crazy.
Again, with the crazy?
Again with the crazy.
I might know where you're going with this.
You think you know?
I think I know where you're going with this. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off.
You gonna hold off?
Because I think exactly I know where you're going with this, and this is going to be. We didn't show this last night.
No, we didn't. This is new.
This is going to be cool. I'm going to like this because I want to.
See, now it's a fancy table.
St. Louis, everyone. So that is, obviously you saw those shapes were completely different. He had a circle and then just some random L shape. And we are bridging those even though they're not even the same at all. And notice he was able to make that arch bigger on the fly and change those spans again. So that bridging capability, it doesn't need to be exactly perfect. No questions, Ryan. He wants to ask a question. So this was obviously opening up the gates, the floodgates. So you think back to that image that we had with those archways, right? You think about it doesn't matter where he was putting those archways as far as from one hole to another. He was getting nice, beautiful archways going from one column to another column. So it really made it very, very cool. And then I want to point out too, what he's doing, he's already ahead of me, is the polygrouping, right? So it's skipping. So he's now using the polygrouping to pull out and make an extrusion through all those polygroups. Because when the bridge was made, right, we altered the polygrouping. And now now it's not St. Louis.
No, we're putting some holes in it.
Yeah.
Just little holes.
Now it's what? It's Defiance. Nice. Nice. So again, and then he's in this low cage, and then at any time he wants to see something what it looks like smoothed out, he can just click a little button and then see the smooth version of that. And you can see.
We can adjust. Let's adjust our creasing on the fly, Paul.
He wants to do that. He loves this. Go ahead.
I do. So let's see what it looks like with
touch base on that, because even though it's a feature that exists already, you might want to touch what's going on right there, because I know you're a big fan of that.
Big fan.
Yeah.
So this would look at all the kind of normal angles on your model, and you can set the tolerance here, and then you can apply a crease. There's also the crease Paul brush right here.
We call it the crease pull, Gabriel, sometimes.
Yeah,
it happens.
And that will go through and look at all your polygroups and apply the creasing based on your polygroup edges. Yeah. But for these objects we've kind of been creating with these new tools, I've been finding myself using this one quite a bit more. So I'll come through and actually set the angle I want. So
can you guys see that? Or do you need the magnifier?
So yeah, oh, you want the magnifier?
Yeah.
So you can come through and it'll auto crease all your edges. And then with the dynamic subdivision and this crease level here, you can determine how hard those creases will actually be.
Yeah, we didn't show that last night.
No, we didn't show
that last night.
So at a level 9, you can see they're pretty hard all the way through. But then let's get out of dynamic subdivision. Let's change this crease level to 1. And then go back. And now you're getting a softer crease across the model. And instant change.
Right, so if you don't like 1, you can bounce it back up to 5 and
try it again.
Back to the crisp edge again. So on the fly, you can see really what you want your creasing to be doing as well, going back and forth between the low cage and the subdivided cage.
All right, well, I'm going to call this one done. What do you think?
I say print it.
It is all
Send it
watertight.
Give it away tomorrow.
Solid watertight.
Give it away tomorrow. Save it.
It'll be a prize.
Yes.
Random trivia prize. All right, so.
They'll take it home and someone will just go, what is it?
So, I worked on that couch for a while, and then after, an hour or so, I ended up with this. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Thomas Vassell, everybody. Thomas Vassell.
I was literally going to say that. So wait a minute. You started and became Thomas? Is that what the trick was? And then you made his model appear?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
But point out guys, you see all those bolts along there? We're going to show something today that makes that happen quite quickly, actually. So this is kind of why we wanted to pull this model up, too. Because being able to make that happen was actually quite quick for Thomas. It was pretty simple. And you can see, again, look how low his cage is. Right?
Yeah, so that whole ship there, let's go back to unsolo, and we'll use Mr. Magnify Glass.
He's got the chair, I think, subdivided up. So
yes, actually it's the vents, I think he has it.
Yeah.
But still, for the entire object, it's still quite low. But you can see the topology stuff on this as well. It's a great example of just the types of forms and structure that Tom has quickly generated on this. So very cool details on that. And it also has the different dynamic subdivisions on it as well. So if I come to, say, this one, I can hit Shift, and we can see that this is what the shapes that Thomas was playing with, and then with the dynamic
Thomas is probably in his seat right now. Really, you're showing my piece this much.
I told him I was going to do
it.
I told him I was going to do it.
So you can
very
see
cool.
he's just starting with like what Joseph started. You started with a cube, didn't you, Tomo, for this? He started with a cube with this and just started going at it and figuring out how fast can we get that kind of shape done.
Yeah, and I think he's even got these little rings here and stuff. This was all the same system, so he'll creating all these little guys.
I noticed you like to use the O'Fair navigation. You just refuse to use the Paul navigation.
I do. I like.
Does everyone know that there's multiple navigations in ZBrush, by the way? No.
Do you want to jump over here and show?
No, you can do it. I
don't know. I don't use that other one.
I have faith in you.
I don't use that other one.
So everyone use the Alt let go and then the zoom in? Is that the system you use? I like to call that the O'Fair.
It's the full arm system. Like, look.
Yeah. It's a workout system.
Full arm. That's why I got these muscles.
Yeah, he's the inventor of the application, so that's where it starts. So that's why I call it the O'Fair. And then me complaining as usual. I'm like, I would love to have a new system that is a little different. And there's a right-click navigation, which I'm a big, huge fan of, which is if you're just holding your right-click button down, like Joseph has on his pen, and you're hovering above your tablet or your Cintiq, that'll rotate your model, right? So and the beauty of that is even if he zooms in all the way, zoom in all the way. Yeah, so you can see the old system, right, of how he's trying to zoom in all the way, okay? And then if he's got to rotate the old way, or not the old way, just the other way, right? But if he holds the right click and the Alt key, okay, even though he's over the mesh, he'll be able to move things, right? He'll be able to hold the right click and the Alt key to move. And if he holds the right click and control,
yeah,
you
you're
can
gonna have to
actually
do this.
scale in and out, no matter how close you are to the mesh. So you might want to go ahead and experiment with that navigation, because what's really nice about that navigation as well is wherever your cursor is, that's actually where it zooms into, right? And that's actually where it rotates around from as well. So it's really nice when you're working, like, say, a character on the head, and then you want to go to the hand, zoom out a little bit, and then just put your cursor over the hand, and it'll zoom right into the hand. So I really love that navigation. Okay, and there's a third one, but we'll save that one for tomorrow. We'll save that one for tomorrow. As
All
a
right,
little
so,
Easter
so
egg.
Paul was eating some time up going over his navigation system.
I want to show it. I want everyone to know that there's a right-click navigation. There's nothing wrong with that.
So I may have to forego the bringing up the knife and looking at it.
No, no, bring it up.
Bring
We
it
got
up.
time. We got time. Just show it to them quickly so that they can see that model in all its military glory. So save your projects, people. It's very important.
Quick save, quick save.
Notice
quick
how
save,
fast
quick
that saved? Nice. Right? So look at that piece that he's got there, right? And getting those unique shapes now was actually quite simple for him to be able to do this. And he's got what it looks like on a low and a high cage. So again, show off your topology. There you go. Nice. Right? So you can see he was really able to experiment a lot with this now and get a very specific shape that he wanted with this new tool. Nice. Next piece.
Next piece.
Next piece.
Next piece. All right, all right.
Show St. Louis again. No, don't show St. Louis.
St. Louis.
It's
All
a
right.
cube.
It's a cube. It's a cube, everybody.
Last night, they were very happy to see a cube. It's like, there's a cube. So what are you going to
Alright.
build?
You're gonna have to wait and watch.
Oh, you're not going to tell them. You're just going to go with it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with it.
Go with
I'm
this.
gonna go with it.
So again, he's using this system to build something in particular, again, that he wants. So, and there was an experiment for him when we were developing this to see how quick he could do it, what kind of changes could he make on the fly, because again, we would want to have that capability. So he's sliding that whole edge loop, right? Because he didn't like where it was originally, so he's sliding that around. He's extracting and moving some faces out to get where he wants to go. So you're going to see here probably in just a couple more clicks exactly what he's trying to make.
Yes, it's gonna be obvious here in a second.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty obvious in a second. But this is how we kind of started growing this feature, is doing tests like this and figuring out, hey, how simple would this be for you as an artist to create this? Because again, we're always thinking artistically, what can we do to expand you guys when you're in ZBrush and go, again, that's painting, right? His polygrouping, and then now he's just deleting them all at the same time. So again, he's saying, hey, well, I want to affect all these faces, and he's doing is just delete, that's nice.
Let's see where we're gonna go with this.
That's pretty.
It's not enough curve for me, Paul. Not enough
No?
curve.
You don't like it. Circle, always
Yeah,
fun.
let's just circle it.
Yes.
There we go, that's a little better.
Happy little bridge.
This one looks a little bit too far, though. We have to move
So
that.
again, notice the polygrouping also happening along that surface that he's building, right? So makes a nice convenience for him. He's changing items on the fly, right? There. Nice.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
It's meant to be crooked. Oh, you're putting a little dip in there? You're really changing up the design on the fly again now. This is completely different.
We got this.
So he's showing obviously off something in particular, that he's changed his mind now on the fly, and see, he's just, I've changed my mind. I don't want that slant in this bridge. I kind of want it to be straight across. So he didn't have a limitation there. He just said, you know what, I want to change this and do a little different look to the bridge that he's making, which I hope I didn't spoil it for everyone, but it's a bridge. It's like the Fight Club spoil. Oh, I didn't see the movie. Like, everyone's seen them. That's such a good ending. Expanding. So he's also going to go into something else that's new here shortly.
That's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
And
There we go, bridge.
You're spent. You're done. So he's going to show off something else here that is very cool, which goes back to that piece that Thomas did of the boat a little bit with all the bolts around. He's going to do have a little fun here with that particular feature. So, and he's just changing polygroups on the fly, right? Which we've always wanted to have something like this for those that are the ZBrush users out in the audience or online at live stream right now. So he's just changing stuff on the fly. Again, see that? That's actually two completely different surfaces that he's just telling it to change completely what polygroup that he wants. And then he's just clicking to variate the polygroup, right? So he's able to move that on the fly too. Are you all polygrouped up now? Looks
I'm all
pretty.
polygrouped up. Let's
Nice.
see, I got a little land mass here too. We'll just bring that in.
Oh, there you go. Can't have a bridge without land
You can.
and water.
All right, it's a little bit high too. Let's
Or
bring
you don't
this down.
necessarily need water, but. So he's now adjusting it because he didn't like his height.
It's kind of plain though, Paul, don't you think?
It is. It's not very exciting right now.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not really feeling it.
Someone is already asleep in the front row.
Let's see. What
You
if
need to wake them up.
What if I add maybe some insert meshes too?
Okay.
Let's see.
Won't that take some time?
It may. Let's give it a try. Let's
All
give it a
right.
try.
I'll sit back and watch.
Yeah, it's going to take a while.
That's no, that's not going to work.
No, it's not going to work.
No. You need to do
I
something
need
else.
something else.
Okay. Let's.
Do you think I should try this thing called
Yeah, go ahead.
Nanomesh?
Go ahead. Try it.
Nanomesh?
No.
Let's make sure I got the polygraph on there.
You got to have your.
Oh.
Right.
That's interesting.
That is interesting. I've always wanted to say this, but wait, there's more.
Yeah, because we're still a little bit too even.
It's
very
completely-
repetitive.
completely
very
computerized.
repetitive. Yeah,
That's completely
that's not going
computerized.
to work.
I
Not going to work.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
there's another
What?
menu.
What do you think? What are you going to do now with this? Maybe
Well,
some
let's-
randomness?
Yeah, let's see what randomness is going to do here.
Okay. That works.
Yeah,
Having
that
some
works
nice
pretty well.
randomness.
It works pretty well.
Changing maybe some, I don't know, rotations maybe?
Yeah, let's see what the rotations are going to give us.
Yeah. That looks. Now we're starting to get. What? Whoa. So you can see what he's doing there, even changing the size, right there. By the way, this is just what, one piece of mesh, or is this multiple pieces of mesh, Joseph?
This is nano mesh.
This is one piece of mesh that's an instance, actually, that's happening across the surface for him. So you can change all this on the fly, change his width, change his height, change how much randomness he wants.
And
Yeah,
just keep-
really long rocks apparently now.
I'm working on it.
Okay, go ahead. So you can see how this opened up this for him, and he was able to quickly mess around with this and find what kind of pattern did he want, how many of these larger rocks did he want to put on the surface.
And do a little offsetting. Don't
Yeah.
really want them
So
a
he's
little bit uneven.
randomizing this now so that they have different levels of offset happening. And again, remember that, look what he's putting this on. He's putting this on a very low cage. And he's keeping this particular subtool, what is that, 278 right now? Something like that? Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks 278.
270.
Yeah, 270, okay. So now he's going to another side, right, which he took the time to really quick assign some polygroups so that he can put it along that polygroup. And then now, because that's a different polygroup, make those rocks be a little bit more different too. And you can see what he starts to do. You know what, you need something on the top though.
I do. It's a little bit bare up
It
there.
is.
It's a little bit
It
bare.
is.
Let's see,
It's
see
the
what I
pink
got
road
here.
right
Let's see
now.
what I got. Oh,
What do you
I
have?
got
What do you have
some-
available?
Maybe some wood.
Wood planks.
Let's put some wood planks up there.
Nice. Nice. And what are you going to do? Maybe make them go all the right way or different ways?
I don't know. We're gonna see.
There.
There you
yeah.
go. That's all right.
Nice. That's nice. I like that. That's good. So you can see he's very quickly changing the orientation even of those wooden planks that's going across the bridge, right, to make his bridge happen.
Let's get that a little bit higher there.
Yeah.
We need a little bit more of those.
What if you affect the underlining surface? What happens?
Wait, Paul.
I'm jumping ahead
Wait,
now.
you're jumping
I'm just
ahead.
super excited about
You're
this.
jumping ahead.
So he's just populating this. Again, this is just he used one piece of mesh to populate this across the top of that bridge and figure out what does he
There we
want
go.
and
That's
how
what we're
much
looking for.
variation does he want to have within
That's
that.
what we're looking for.
There. That's when you say there. It needs a friend. The rocks needed a friend, and wooden planks was the friend.
I need some debris up there. Let's add
Debris?
Some debris. Let's add some debris.
Okay,
Some debris.
go for it. See that? He's combining them now too, even along the top of the surface, right? So now he's not only got the wooden planks, he's also got the rocks going across there, so you can even continually add to even that. Remember, this is all along just that top surface that he started with. So that is very cool to be able to quickly change his design on the fly, right? And again, he's able to make his adjustments that he wants to do for as far as rotations and size and orientation.
So that's pretty good for the bridge there.
Yeah.
Let's go see what this ground's doing.
The ground.
We got some dynamic subdivision.
Okay.
Ready to go. Let's add some,
It can't be military.
It can't be, this is actually not military, Paul.
Yeah, that's exactly what he would do, is camouflage the ground.
Let's add a little bit of grass.
What do you got there? A little grass, maybe?
A little grass.
A little grass.
Let's add
nice.
some.
Right, again, it's one mesh that he's populating along that one poly group and changing the size of the grass on the fly. It's not fiber mesh. This is just using this new mode to be able to, and then turn it and manipulate it.
Let's add some variation here.
Let's put a breeze on it. It's not working out.
I just ignored that one.
Like usual, he ignores me.
All right, so I got a little bit of grass there, but I need some in other places, right? You think I need some elsewhere?
You want more grass?
More grass. Let's
Okay.
see what if I add some here.
Okay, what are you doing?
There we go. Let's put some over here.
Yeah.
How about here? And here, and here, and here, and here.
He's just grabbing that poly group and say,
here.
hey, put that poly group there.
And here, and here, and
guess
here.
what you get? The grass.
We're going a little bit crazy. We got that grass is getting nuts. We're gonna have to we're gonna make it thicker. There we go.
Can we add something to the wood planks? Do you want to do that?
Almost. Let me add some.
No?
I'm not done with the terrain.
I'm just going to sit here. Never mind.
So I think we need a little bit of rocks down here too. So let's add some rocks quick. Let's get a little rock action. Oh, too many rocks. Too many rocks. You got to have rocks underneath the bridge too, right, Paul?
Yes. Absolutely need rocks underneath the bridge.
And then let's do that. I think we should just put more rocks all over the
Yes,
place.
I think that would be the right move.
Let's change their size.
So again, he's doing the same thing he was doing with the grass. He's just saying, hey, I just want to put more rocks in certain spots of this. So, kicking in, and then this is giving him freedom and creative freedom to just visually now look and just click and then get them. Like, does that work? Does not work? So we're always thinking this way and thinking about, as a creative process. So you see, he just got rid of the rocks there on that one section because he didn't want it anymore. So we're not taking questions, unfortunately. So this allows him this flexibility and this freedom to do this.
There we go. All right. So you think the wood planks need something else?
I do think the wood planks need something, absolutely. What do you think?
What do you think they need?
I think they need a nail.
A nail?
A nail. You can't nail down a piece of wood without a nail. Go for it.
I got a subtool named nail.
Okay.
Oh, it's a box. Look at that.
What a surprise. But I don't know how you're going to do this. You're going to have to do this with all the wooden planks stretched across. So this is going to be fun.
Just let me make my nail first.
Okay, go ahead. Make your nail. There. I'll be your there tree.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Okay, maybe undo and do it again. I don't think they saw it.
Was it too fast?
It was fast.
All right, you watching?
Slow motion. It's a great example of just what this new system, this new feature can do for you, Let that creative juice flow and then just continue messing with this. And, in your spare time, make a nail.
Make a nail. All right, let's do this too a little bit.
That looks good.
All right.
I know where you're going with this. They're going to like this. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Yeah.
Oh, we grew it out both sides.
You don't need it on the other side.
Yeah, we got to fix that. I can't be having it on two sides.
No.
That's just wrong.
There you go. That looks good. There.
You were gonna make me do it twice anyway.
I was. He knows me.
A little bit of a nail there. All right, let's crease this.
Okay.
Add a little creasing in there. There we go. There we go. Actually, I got to remove these two.
Got to have a little variation in there, right? So then you can use that mode to see it in this low cage, and then you can use it to see it in the subdivided surface as well if you wanted to at any point in time. Which he's going to show you. Okay, so what are you going to do with this, though?
I think this is it, isn't it?
No.
You just told me to make a nail.
No, that's not cool enough. You definitely need to do something.
All right, well, let's turn it into an insert mesh to start.
Okay.
Let's go do that. All right, let's
So
go back to that.
he's going to go back to his bridge, right? He wants to throw this on the wooden planks, right? So this is kind of the piece that he made.
Well, you guys were seeing the future there.
He's that fast.
You're still seeing the future. We got to fix this. There's too much future.
It's all right that they see the future. It's like a teaser for tomorrow.
Actually, they may be getting the future.
Yep,
All right. You guys got the future.
that's fine.
All right, let's see here.
What's that? I know where you're going with this. Hold on. Well, what would that be? All right, fine then. We don't need to put it in ZBrush. Let's talk after. I know where you're going. Continue on, Mr. Trust.
Continue. All right, so you want wood, a nail on these wooden planks, right?
Okay.
Is that what you want?
Yes. I think it's a good idea.
So I guess I could draw them out individually. That'd take a while.
That'd take too long.
I wonder what this does.
Okay. So this is your original wooden plank
Yeah.
that he's populating across his tree. Across the bridge, right? And so now he's just putting his nail in the wooden plank where he wants to put them.
So let's add another one.
Yeah,
Nail over there.
two's good.
A little bit big. We'll see what it looks like.
I think it'll probably be fine.
Oh,
Oh, maybe not.
it's a very scary bridge.
Wait, I got it. It's a bridge on the East Coast, and those are icicles. It's wintertime.
Polar vortex is what that is.
Make sure don't flip it upside down. Not a comfortable bridge to have. So you can see obviously what it did. Look, he took his little piece of wood, put the nails on it, and then it repopulated all the nails across all the pieces of the wood planks. So very cool to be able to keep expanding this. So if he won't ever want to come back to this and make it instead of just 2 little nails on either side, he wants to have multiple nails in multiple locations. It's a simple thing for him to do with this new mode. So now, see, he's only got it on one side of the wooden planks now.
It's not as dangerous. There's no tetanus in this bridge.
Take your shots before you use ZBrush. Is that what you're going with?
That's
right
what I'm
here?
going with. There we go.
So there you go.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. What are you going to do now?
It's still too even, Paul.
Okay,
It's still too even. So let's
that's true.
Let's see what move does.
They all update on the fly. So we went from a squared bridge to a death bridge
to now
to decapitate a bridge that's going to fall apart pretty much.
Yes, decaying.
Decaying bridge. Okay.
And you know, what if I want to render this now?
Well, I think
I'd probably have to I'd have to go through and export all this stuff out. It'd take a while, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but those aren't real pieces of geometry.
That's true.
They're not a subtool.
Yeah.
But go ahead, show it to them. I think we have just enough time to show that.
So go ahead and do it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's make sure it's. All right, let's just hit this button.
What he's going to do now is send it all to Keyshot with one click.
And Paul's going to sing.
What happened?
You're going to sing.
I'm going to sing at this moment? That's not a good idea. That's not a very good idea at all. There you go.
I got to use the mouse for this one.
So keep in mind, that was what, 4 subtools is where you started with, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then this is what he's bringing into Keyshot to render away. So this is the beauty of the bridge system that we were able to do. So he could send this over, see if he's liking the lighting or anything he wants to do. Use it more of a designing essence to figure out maybe, hey, he wants to put more rocks somewhere else or change his wood or put grass a different way because he doesn't like the way the render's coming out when he goes into
Maybe
Keyshot.
the death bridge needs to come back.
Oh, you want to put the death bridge back?
No, we'll just deform some of this again.
There you go. That's good. That's totally what happened.
Actually, let's mess with the grass a little bit too. Let's move it around.
There. So he's coming back saying, hey, I kind of want to adjust where the grass is and what's going on with that, and then go and see what that looks like in Keyshot for the update for the bridge that we've made. And so you can see we're sending everything over for you guys instantly to be updated. So obviously there's a lot going on with this scene now. And then all of his changes are there now inside Keyshot. Huh?
I think that's all I got.
You know what? But wait, there's more. There's a slide left.
Oh, there is a slide.
Yes, there's a slide left. So again, we are announcing ZBrush 4 R7. Also coming with that will be a public 64-bit beta. I know one of the questions out there people were asking last night was, go ahead, go to the next slide. What's going on with this upgrade? Yes, that it will be free. So you guys will be getting this for free. So when ZBrush 4 R7 comes out, you will be getting that for free. You'll need to stay tuned to find out when that is. All right, so that's it for the next version of ZBrush. Time for prizes.